The process was indeed somewhat arduous. Although Blood Phantom was just a spiritual pet, she was a humanoid one. Even though her body was cold and stiff, it couldn't change the fact that Blood Phantom's body was female. Her body structure was exactly the same as that of a common human female. When Ye Ling removed Blood Phantom's clothes, he swore he had never seen such fair skin before. After a difficult struggle, Ye Ling finally managed to dress Blood Phantom in men's clothing. Blood Phantom exuded a valiant and heroic aura. However, her cold gaze was enough to deter any other thoughts. After returning Blood Phantom to the spiritual pet seal on his forehead, Ye Ling organized the things he needed to bring and set off directly. Just like in his previous life, the Federation still boasted considerable technological prowess, though it differed slightly from the technology of his past life. There were also cars outside, but their driving force wasn't gasoline or electricity, it was spiritual power. Spiritual power was the driving force behind all devices. Moreover, cars were limited to city use only. Outside the cities, demons roamed freely, and driving out there was tantamount to seeking death. The Federation's technology was quite advanced, featuring not only cars but also airships. Traveling to other cities on foot was simply impractical. The chances of encountering demons in the wild were extremely high. Even powerful spirit tamers couldn't guarantee safe passage to another city on foot. The primary mode of transportation to other cities was airships. Of course, this didn't mean there were no demons in the sky, but compared to the ground, the sky had far fewer demons. Additionally, airships were much faster than cars, making them the mainstream mode of transportation. To ensure the safety of airships traveling between cities, the Federation stationed powerful spirit tamers on board. Therefore, unless faced with a large number of flying demons or exceptionally powerful individual flying demons, airship safety was generally not an issue. Arriving at the roadside, Ye Ling hailed a car. Although he relied on the Federation's assistance for his studies, Ye Ling had done some odd jobs before, so he had a bit of savings. In the Federation, the only currency equivalent to the money from his previous life was credit points. In the city, any transaction required the use of credit points. It could be said that throughout the Federation, credit points were the true hard currency. Driver, please take me to the south gate. Sitting in the front passenger seat, Ye Ling directly stated his destination. Hearing that he wanted to go to the south gate, the middle-aged driver with glasses looked at the young Ye Ling in slight surprise. Judging by Ye Ling's clothes, the driver had already guessed that he was a student. However, it was very rare for a student to go to the south gate. Skyshan City was divided into 4 gates: east, south, west, and north, each heavily guarded to prevent demon invasions. Over the years, Skyshan City had withstood numerous demon tides, demonstrating its considerable military strength. Beyond the south gate, after traveling a short distance, demons roamed freely, and ordinary people wouldn't dare venture out easily. Of course, leaving the city was actually quite simple. One only needed to provide their ID card. Residents of the city were free to leave, and no one would stop them. But how many common people would willingly go out? Leaving was practically a death wish. Therefore, the middle-aged driver was certain that Ye Ling was a student spirit tamer. Many students ventured out of the city to seek and hunt demons for training. The car started, and the middle-aged driver, clearly an experienced hand, drove casually yet swiftly. "Young man, you look like a student from Skyshan High School. Why did you suddenly decide to go outside the city alone?" the middle-aged driver asked curiously while driving. After all, Ye Ling was just a student. It was indeed puzzling for a student to venture outside the city alone. Most students would choose to travel in groups for safety. At least, it was the first time he had seen such a thing. Ye Ling, resting his head on his right hand and looking out the window, responded casually to the driver's question. Going out to hunt demons, of course. With that, Ye Ling fell silent. Seeing Ye Ling's disinterest in the conversation, the middle-aged driver shrugged slightly. He was just curious about why Ye Ling was going out alone, not intending to pry further. Since Ye Ling clearly wasn't interested in the topic, continuing to talk would be pointless. Thus, the car fell into silence, with only the sound of the engine filling the air. Before long, Ye Ling arrived at the south gate. After paying the credit points, Ye Ling got out of the car. In front of him stood an imposing city wall, its grandeur evident even from a glance. It was precisely because of such towering walls that the city could repeatedly fend off magic beast attacks. On the wall, soldiers of the Federation stood guard at regular intervals, a testament to the city's military might.